Hi, my name is Travis. I'm the founder of Seedling. Before I begin, I want to align the audience with the fundamental purpose that Seedling will address the triple bottom line of people, planet, and profit in all that we do. Once we're aligned on this principle, it is my firm belief that we can change the world together. Let's go. A breakdown of greenhouse gas emissions in America attributes 9% to agriculture, 26% to transportation, and 30% to the generation of electricity, commonly by means of hydrocarbon fuel. In today's globalized agricultural landscape, the average piece of produce has traveled over 1,500 miles to reach the American consumer. Of the 9% of GHGs attributed to agriculture, more than half of those are derived from the treatment of soil. In relation to the freshwater usage, when 1/3 is used for irrigation, it is commonly irrigating crops that are derived from or treated with a Monsanto product. When looking at the sustainability of aquatic species, the global population is overfishing or fully fishing more aquaculture stocks today than ever before. Paired with the ecological and climatic detriment, this has resulted in over 150 threatened species in North America. Meanwhile, the most commonly raised species of aquaculture for consumption is a low-value species of tilapia. Food waste is both a global issue and a national problem. With 40% of the food being wasted in America, this trend not only represents an irresponsible delivery to hungry citizens, it also represents lost efficiency and cost within multiple supply chains from growers to the end consumer. Controlled environment agriculture has tried to address these issues with traditional greenhouses and more recently vertical farms. Greenhouses enable annual growth cycles and can adapt to both soil and hydroponic mediums while taking advantage of free sunlight. Alternatively, vertical farms enable a greater control of growth cycles through artificial lighting while ensuring elimination of chemical inputs to control environmental variables. This system configuration often enables crop density rates of 3 to 30 times that of field farming while bringing the agricultural delivery closer to consumers. However, these CEA systems both have significant challenges. Greenhouses using sunlight and single-layer floor plans still have the same 1-to-1 lighting ratio as a field farm, while their integration of soil often enables pests and pathogens. Vertical farming often suffers from significant energy demands, and due to the hydroponic nature, occasionally developed crops with less marketable flavor or terroir than geoponic farming. Seedling targets the aforementioned concerns through synergies between aquaculture, vertical farming, anaerobic digestion, on-site energy and hydrogen production, and hydrological management of the whole system. This concept may seem like 6 converged elements, but it is actually the blending of 2 proven systems, aquaponics and trigeneration waste to fuel. In the practice of aquaponics, aquaculture is grown in a controlled environment. The fish enrich the water through natural processes. That water is then further enriched with crop-specific nutrients prior to hydroponic delivery. During the hydroponic process, the plants filter out the nutrient content from the water. The water is then further purified before returning to the fish to restart the cycle. This practice reduces fertilizer input for the crops and provides a cleaner environment for the fish, all while recycling water. Anaerobic digestion is the controlled decomposition of organic matter. It produces 3 outputs: liquids, solids, and biogas. The biogas is reformed and sent to a high-temperature fuel cell configured to produce electricity, heat for reforming, and purified hydrogen. The liquid and solid outputs from the anaerobic process are nutrient-dense and commercially sold as liquid and solid fertilizer. The first installation of Seedling pairs 80 containerized vertical farming modules together into a structure that houses the aquaponic system. This configuration enables independent growing environments for various species while providing a level of security to the overall system. External to the structure is the anaerobic energy system that is sized to the fuel demands of the high-temperature fuel cell. Adjacent to this system is the hydrogen fueling station that enables on-site generation of fuel for zero emissions distribution of product to customers. Within the seedling structure, there are 6 elements that are able to draw revenue from their individual offerings while also reducing costs internally. These elements have associated agencies that help facilitate this new market entry. Seedling's channel marketing utilizes the sales force contract purchases, wholesale purchases, web and app sales, representation at industry events, online presence through social media, and contract bidding. We will utilize rigorous inspection and metered production while also offering self-service to emerging markets. Our products will be delivered frequently through zero emissions distribution or by large format tanker. Forming deep connections with the local community is fundamental to our operation. When looking at competitive farms, Seedling targets local production, and we're not alone in this effort. However, our determination to achieve organic certification will set us apart from competitive vertical farms, while our annual production enables greater market penetration than geoponic competitors. In the raising of aquaculture, the local competition is quite minimal, with most fish farms raising for pond stocking or on-site fishing. We strive to first serve the Department of Natural Resources restocking programs, with the goal of developing cured fish for market at a later date. The fertilizer market is predominantly controlled nationally by companies like Scott's and its subsidiaries. However, local fertilizer from poultry manure company EnviroCure shows promise to an alternative to chemical fertilizers common in agriculture. Meanwhile, the hydrogen market expansion has grown globally while America has been the laggard. Our current 59 fueling stations are still centralized in California. Seedling aims to spread this new automotive market to each location in which we are installed. Localized power utility. PICO supports providers through its Pure Choice program. However, our PICO provider website states current rates for purchased power are fixed at 7.75 cents per kilowatt hour, the bulk rate at $77.75 per megawatt. Although hydrology is imperative to the operation of Seedling, we will offer contractual hydrological services to our customers. There are some competing water testing companies within the state and city. Of more than 6 suppliers of containerized growing, we've modeled the Freight Farms LGM system based upon its market adoption. This system is tailored to greens and herbs and can produce upwards of over 1,000 heads of lettuce per week. When achieving organic certification, the market rate jumps an average of 93% more than non-organic prices. Factoring this into a median grow rate, our 80 containers could achieve annual revenues approaching $10 million. Our energy system is based upon 2 competing models, the Doosan Pure Cell Model 400 and the Fuel Cell Energy's DFC H2. These systems are provided at different power production levels, Doosan's at an average of 400 kilowatts and Fuel Cell Energy's at 2.3 megawatts. Although Doosan's is not currently configured for trigeneration, supplemental SMR systems are available to provide that capability. It should be noted that Fuel Cell Energy offers a hydrogen and purchase power program that requires zero upfront capital and can arrange as a lease to purchase option. Our specified anaerobic system has been used to produce marketable fertilizer under the brand Magic Dirt. This product was sold in California Walmart locations, however is being re-released this summer nationally. For this reason, the pricing has been removed from the public. Competitively, EcoScraps produces an industrially compost fertilizer from food waste and is organic certified, commanding a market premium. The production rate achievable is based on the anaerobic system. That is scaled to the size of the fuel cells, that is scaled to the number of grow containers. In evaluating aquaculture, we've looked at stocking rates only and have based production rates off of the published aquaculture metrics. Our pricing matches regional market offerings based on size and species. For this evaluation, 4 12,000-gallon tanks were used to determine production volumes. Hydrogen fuel sales will be pursued primarily through contractual fleet fueling programs, although availability to early adopters will be present. As the production of hydrogen is inherent to the energy system, we are able to charge a gallon of gasoline equivalent rate of $2.50 a gallon. The revenues cited are based upon the hydrogen production of each of the sized energy systems less our estimated daily usage for distribution. In the absence of available data on water treatment and our limited offering of this service, revenue for hydrology has not been factored. Seedling's management team is currently tentative pending capital investment. Based on the dynamic nature of the business, leadership roles in a scientific field will be required to uphold high standards of quality. Seedling is currently owned by D3 Designs, a product design firm that will act as the research and development arm of Seedling Product Optimization. Seedling is structured in a way that aims to give back to each community for which it serves. Each individual location will seek investment from the local municipality and its investors in exchange for equity within that location. The reason for this is to drive circular economic resolve in which the inputs and outputs of each location are interconnected within the community, ranging from diverted food waste to ROIs to above market wages. Within Seedling, we are seeking investors who have existing backgrounds and capabilities within each of the 6 elements that makes up Seedling. At this time, investment in D3 Designs is not available for evaluation. Seedling continues to refine our business and project plan, but we're at a point of limited advancement without capital inputs. When looking at the required labor beyond management, the necessity for skilled and technical abilities are imperative in many roles. However, responsible unskilled labor can play a role within farming, biogas, and delivery sectors. Looking at a conservative financial overview, we're forecasting gross revenues before capital expenditures of $7 to $10 million per year based on an 80 crate model with 800 kilowatts installed. Seedling, like all vertical farming operations of this scale, is capital intensive. However, since we address a number of environmentally beneficial systems, subsidies associated with organic farming, biogas production, and alternative energy may lend upwards of 1/3 of the total capital costs for installation. Exploration with partnerships in the fields of hydrology, solid waste, and automotive may further reduce capital cost while enhancing market presence. Beneficial exit strategies for investors are kept internally to Seedling operations. The managing committee, with oversight from the founder, may transition equity externally. However, investors will be provided opportunities to sell equity back to Seedling or to other existing investors only. In the event of an economic or catastrophic failure, Seedling will first seek open market acquisition, followed by capital liquidation to secure the return of capital from our investors. Further inquiries can be sent to contact@seedling-phl.com. We can help this seedling grow.